So it's a very, very interesting topic, and it can be very confusing for some students. But then if we develop an approach towards how to solve these problems, then it becomes a very, very easy topic also, right? So we will try to develop an approach to deal with this kind of problems, right? So first of all, I'll take you to a blank page, and we will develop a schema to work around this problem, right? So
Sir, what is a schema?
schema is just a scheme, right? A pattern, a logic, a method, right? Work around this problem.
Okay.
So we will take some figures. For example, uh, if it is given that A is the father of B, right? So what we will do is, to denote a male person, we would use, let us say, a square, right? So whenever we have a male gender, we would use a square. And let us say for a female gender, we would always use a circle, right? To show that A is the father of B, I can show it like this. Let me draw it for you. So this is A, and A is male, this we are sure of, right? And to show a father-son or a father-daughter relation, we would use a downward arrow, right? And we don't know the gender of B, so we will neither put a box around it, we will neither put a box around it nor a circle around it. Got it? So let us say we have another statement. C is the sister of B, right? So here, to denote a brother-sister relationship, we can use a horizontal line because they stay in the same generation. So to show that B is sister of C, so now B's gender is defined. So I'll put a circle around B. B is the sister of C, but we don't know C's gender, so we will leave it as such, right? Right? To show a husband-wife relationship, we will use a double line or a double arrow, whatever suits you. Now, we have a situation where D is said to be the husband of C, right? So if D is the husband of C, we will use a double line to indicate that. A double line to indicate a husband-wife relationship. So we have D here, and D is male, right? So D is male. So since they are husband-wife, so C's gender is also now defined, right? So let us recap. The first thing that I said is, when we want to denote a person A who is a male, we will denote A with a box, right? If you want to denote a person C who is a female, then we'll denote it like this, a circle around C. Fine. A person P whose gender we do not know, so we neither put a box nor a circle around it. Fine. So that is the first thing that I mentioned. Second thing is, to show a relationship, a father-son relationship or a mother-son relationship can be shown by a downward arrow. For example, to show that A is the father of B, we can show it like this. A's gender is defined as male, is a father of B, whose gender is not defined. So we leave it as such, right? Now, this was about father-son or mother-son or father-daughter, mother-daughter relationships. Now, moving on to relationships in the same generation. So there are two relationships. One is brother-sister and husband-wife relationship. So brother-sister relationship we can just show by a single line, right? For example, if we want to say that A is the brother of C, so we'll just say A's gender, we know that A is the brother of C. Fine, C's gender we don't know. And if we have that, C is the husband of D. So a husband-wife relationship can be shown by a double line or a double arrow, whatever you feel comfortable with, right? So a husband-wife relationship can be shown by a double line. So it was that C is the husband of D. So we know C's gender now, and we also know what is the gender of D, right? Got it? Now coming to grandfather and grandmother. Let us consider a statement. P is the grandfather of X, right? So we have a statement, P is the grandfather of X. So P's gender we know. Here is P. All right. So this is P. And there is one generation down, right? One generation down, we have the father or mother of X. And then there is another generation down, we have X. And we don't know the gender of X. Now there are two possibilities here. The grandfather can be either from paternal side, father side, or it can be from maternal side, from the mother side. So unless it is defined clearly that when we are referring to grandfather or grandmother, is it from the paternal side or the maternal side, you have to consider two different cases. So I'll make two diagrams. One is this diagram, which simply means that P is the father of X father, right? And we don't know who the father of X is, so we leave the box blank. The other possibility is P is the father of X mother. Get it? So we have to consider both the possibilities. So there are two possibilities here. When it is not defined if the grandfather is maternal or paternal, so we have to make two diagrams. This is the first diagram considering the first possibility, and this is the second diagram considering the second possibility. So all of you understand? You can type in the chat box. Okay, very good. Now let me discuss. All right, Kirat, you couldn't understand? I'll explain once again to those who couldn't understand. Rather, I'll explain with an example of uncle and aunt. Now let us consider a statement: A is the uncle of B. Okay. Now there are several possibilities. So there are rather two possibilities, not several possibilities. There are two possibilities. So one thing is sure. If we have B here, A belongs to a generation higher than B, right? So let us consider the first possibility, that A is the brother of B's father. So this is the first possibility. And the second possibility is that here we have B and here we have B's mother, and A is brother of B's mother. So when it is not defined whether the uncle is maternal or paternal, we have to consider both the conditions. So we will make two different diagrams to consider both the conditions in that case. All right? All of you understood? Kirat? All right. So if we want to show that C is, if we have another statement, C is A's grandmother, right? In that case, how will we show that? So either, sorry, C is not A's, C is B's grandmother, right? So to show that, either C can be here, which means that C is B's father's mother. The other possibility is C can be here, which says that C is B's mother's mother. So we have to consider both the possibilities. All of you understood? All right. So let us move on to the next, what I call problem 0. Yeah. So this is my problem 0. So I have used some arrows to show the relationship, right? The double arrow I have used to show the husband-wife relationship. So you have to tell me what is the relationship between, how is B related to A? My question is, how is B related to A? Yes, you can. Excellent. And how is A related to B? When I say how is B related to A, so we will say that B is the wife of A. So you have to start a sentence starting from B, right? Who is related to who? So how is B related to A? So the sentence would be B is the wife of A, right? When I ask you how is A related to B, you have to write A is the husband of B. Many students make this mistake, right? So be very, very careful. So my next question is, how is G related to C? How is G related to C? All right. Now let us connect G to C. Some of you feel that G is the knees of C. Let us understand where the problem is. Look, in the diagram, first G connects to D, right? So D is the mother of G and C is the husband of D, which means C is the father of G, right? So it is not an uncle niece relationship, rather G is the daughter of C and C is the father of G. Got it? Okay, my next question is, how is E related to G? How is E related to G? Very good. So when we discuss how is E related to G, so what we need to see is there is a person D who comes between G and E, and D is the mother of G, and this arrow that we have here, this indicate a brother-sister relationship, right? So this arrow indicates a brother-sister relationship, and this arrow indicates a husband-wife relationship, right? So this means that D is G's mother and E is her brother. So how is E related to G? E is the maternal uncle of G. Got it? Here we have to be specific, right? So if the question just asks you if it is uncle, then you just write uncle. If it asks you whether it is maternal or paternal, then you have to write maternal uncle here. Okay. Now, next question. How is D related to F? How is D related to F? Sambhav, move forward. Go for the next question. How how is D related to F? What we need to understand is between D and F we have G, right? So F is the, what is the relationship between F and G? Is it a brother-sister relationship or is it a husband-wife relationship? It is a husband-wife relationship, right? So G is the wife of F, right? And D, what is the relationship between D and G? D is the mother of G. D is the mother of G. The circles indicate female. The squares indicate male. Anthony, you joined in late, so this is for you. The circles indicate female and squares indicate male, right? And the double arrows indicate husband-wife relationship, single arrows indicate brother-sister relationship, and the arrow that point downwards indicate father-daughter, father-son, mother-daughter, mother-son relationships, right? Here E is the mother of H. All right. Now, my next question is, how is D related to I? How is D related to I? Very good. Paternal aunt is the correct answer, because we know that E is the father of H, right? And H is the sister of I, so E should also be the father of I, right? And D is the sister of E, so it is simply I's father's sister. So it is paternal aunt. How is B related to G? B to G. Very good. It is paternal grandmother, because C is D's father, who is the son of B. नानी नहीं है, दादी है. Okay. Okay. Now my next question is, how is I related to G? How is I related to G? Look, when you make a statement, it will be I is the cousin brother of G. How can it be cousin sister? This I told you earlier. You have to make a full sentence. Then only you will be able to arrive at the correct relationship, right? So you have to say to yourself, I is the cousin brother of G. So if I'm asking you how is G related to I, you will say G is the cousin sister of I. Got it? Because many students make this mistake. All right. Now let me ask you, how is C related to H? Sorry, how is H related to C? Not C related to H. How is H related to C? Okay, so H is the niece of C. That will be our complete sentence, right? And I is the nephew of C. Got it? So I guess we are ready to tackle the problems now. So Andranil and some of you who came late. So the first thing is that you are not supposed to come late. You are supposed to be there at least 5 to 10 minutes before the session starts, right? So don't be late. And one, I'll just recap the entire thing for you guys. One is, whenever we have a statement, we will try to make diagrams like this. And in these diagrams, we are using square boxes for male, circular boxes to indicate female. And when we don't know the gender, we neither put a square box nor a circular box. And then we use the double arrow to indicate husband-wife relationship, horizontal single arrow to indicate brother-sister relationship, right? An arrow down indicates moving down the generation. So it is father to son or daughter, or mother to son or daughter, fine? So we make a diagram like this from the statements that are given in the question, and then we proceed ahead, right?